Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have it is Evo 3 ODST, a game developed initially by Bungie, but since we have this Master Chief Collection, there have been a lot of people and developer teams involved in trying to remaster a little bit the game and also porting to the PC, but still it is using the Evo engine. So let's see how it runs on my GT 740M, which is equivalent to the GT 920M or the GT 825M. So I will be using my native resolution, which is 1366 by 768, and I will be using the original settings. So the minimum requirements specify that you need to have a GTS 550 or an AMD Radeon HD 5850. So I decided to try the game again with my native resolution, and the maximum settings and the original settings provided similar performance with an average of 41 and the maximum average of 39, so 2 FPS difference between these two settings, while 720p performance provides a much higher difference in the average and the 1% low. So despite I think that the performance it is way more comfortable, I decided to go with the original settings since it also provides an experience above 30 frames per second, and the performance, despite it performs slightly better, it is not even close to 60 anyway. So I decided to go with the original. The original settings, what it does is keeps the visual quality that was available on the Xbox 360. The enhanced, which is the maximum you can go for, provides a small revamp in graphics comparing to original, and the performance obviously makes it worse than it was on the Xbox 360. Although these differences on this Evo 3 ODST, the only thing that I have noticed the most, it was difference in distances and quantity of stuff. For example, level of details. The higher the distance, the less popping you get. Also, the higher the settings, the more foliage will be displayed on the floor. And very noticeable for me, the difference within all these settings also affects the draw distance of the shadows, with the performance presets having the shadows being drawn very close to the player. Although still it is, even despite I didn't use the performance, it still looks roughly the same. It's just the distance and the amount of foliage and the draw distance of shadows that you will notice the most. So contrary to all the other Evos releases on the PC, changing the presets doesn't really affect the textures, since the VRAM usage it was pretty much the same between the 3 different presets. So I'm not really sure if something changes, but I didn't notice any difference on the texture. So if you go with the performance preset this time around, you won't be losing texture quality like it did happen on the other titles, on the other Master Chief titles. Alright, so I think that's all that I want to talk about the performance. I think it is pretty good. Although it is a little bit demanding to the CPU, so if you have like a worse CPU than mine, you can actually notice more stuttering, because if you look to the CPU usage on this video, it is quite high, and even without recording, it will be very close to what you see in here. The only thing that doesn't really happen without recording, it is the sound crackling or the sound stuttering. That is something that only happens to me during the recording of the video when the CPU usage it is very high, although without recording this sound crackling doesn't really happen. Alright, so I think that's all that I want to talk about performance. Let's now discuss a little bit about the game. I'm not really going to talk a lot because I don't really know Evo 3 or ODST. I'm not really sure what this game stands for comparing to the other Evos. The visual, it is very close to Evo 3, so it makes me think that Evo 3 or ODST was kind of an expansion pack or a kind of a standalone expansion. You don't even play with Master Chief, but still, oh my god. But it is still an Evo game with all the same features like. So this game was initially released for the Xbox 360 in 2009, and only now, 11 years after we are having access to the game. So that's why it feels dated, but still it did receive the Master Chief treatment nonetheless. So it was released for the 360. But what is good news about it is that we now have access to the game. It is again another Halo for the PC, that it is a compended port, so it is a very good port. So we are still waiting for Halo 4. I'm not really sure if Halo 5 takes part of the Master Chief Collection, but I'm 100% sure that the Halo Master Chief Collection still includes Halo 4, despite it is still not available. I think it's one of the games that we PC gamers are waiting for. So in case you don't have or don't know the Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo Master Chief Collection, it is a pack which includes all the Halos. So it starts from Halo Reach, Halo 1, Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and then Halo 4. I'm not really sure about Halo 5 though, but all these same games, all these Halo games in the same package for the price of $39.99. So I think it's an extreme value, paying $39.99 and getting access to all these Halo games. It is insane. Alternatively, you can buy only these Halo 3 or ODST. It costs you $5, so it's not really expensive by any means. And the good thing is about this game is that it is not locked to the Windows Store. So if you want to buy it through Steam, you can do it without requiring to pay for the Windows Store, because it is not locked to the Windows Store. It is not mandatory to use Windows Store on this game. You just can buy this game from Steam and play through Steam if you want. But alternatively, you can pay for Xbox Game Pass, which unfortunately it just raised its price. Some days ago it was costing €3.99 or $4.99, so it was an excellent value where you get access to all the Microsoft exclusives and a ton of third-party games. Right now it raised the price to $9.99 on the PC, because the PC it was having kind of an introductory price, and now it costs $9.99, which I think it is very expensive. It is the double of the price, and I still think that Xbox Game Pass still fails to have the same offers as the console Game Pass, because the console Game Pass also offers much more games than the PC, but I'm expecting them to kind of improve their Game Pass to the PC. But still, talking about this game specifically, this game and the entire Halo Master Chief Collection, it is available on the Xbox Game Pass. So if you want to pay the monthly fee, or if you never play the monthly fee, you can pay €1 and you get access to the Xbox Game Pass throughout an entire month. And if you feel that you have the time to spare and playing all the Halos, you can play all the Halos in 1 month for €1. So if you feel that you have the time and patience to complete the Halo Reach, the Halo 1, the Halo 2, the Halo 3 and the Halo 3 ODST, go ahead, subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. If you've never done it before, you just need to pay €1 and you can complete all the Halos which were never available on the PC. Well, in fact, Halo 1 and Halo 2 were, but these ones were never available on the PC before. So guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about Halo or the ODST. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Oh, you still stealing? Die! Die! Die!
Let's go for a drive.
Incoming!
I'm gonna tear you apart!
Whoa! Close! I call
Don't
shotgun.
worry, I got gunner seat. I need something to shoot. We need to be just a bit closer.
I meant your other one. They got a rape!
No!
Look out! Stay on target! Let me in! I know the way!
You drive. I'll navigate.
Give me something to shoot at! Look out! Grenade! Stay with him! You like that? There he is! They're gonna get us killed!
Look! The elevator! Incoming!
What the hell just happened?
Subspace rupture! Must have weakened the support rings.
All units. Target assets are on the move. Everyone clear the area before more debris comes down.
Colonel? Sir! Damn it, it's gone. Head up the hill! We gotta find a way out of this park.
Got a turret!
That's nice! Great! Hey!
Nice drive!
Eat this! It's over for you, you bastard! Yeah! I'm on him! I'm on him! They're bringing reinforcements!
Did we get them all?
Reinforcements inbound!
Right! Your sense of smug satisfaction!
Save yourself! He's there!
Way to go.
Come out and fight!
Here you are. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's get mobile.